What's up, bro? You ready to give these fans what they paid for? It's your world. We just living.
And we welcome you to a special night of regular season hoops. This one counts as part of the NBA Cup with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. This is Brian Anderson, plus our reporter, Allie LaForce. And now the Washington Wizards starters. They've got James. He's out there with Halliburton. And it's Temple in at the 3 spot. And for Brooklyn, they've got Luka Doncic. And it's Barlow in at the 4. If you like slow-paced basketball, you've come to the wrong place. These teams love to run.
Oh, they love to run. I mean, these teams score a great deal of transition baskets. They want to use their speed, their quickness, and attack the defense before it gets set.
Here we go. And the tip goes to the Nets. Ingram against Thomas. Here's the dude. Misses the layup. Pass to Temple. Good on the baseline, Jay.
I tell you, it always feels great getting those first points on the board.
And will that get him rolling? Will it get his team rolling? This should be an interesting night.
Here's Ingram, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's Halliburton. 27 points his last game. And here's Ingram from the arc. Sarr pulls it in. And Washington with possession. Here's James. And it's James with the jam.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. The dude passes to Barlow. The baseline, Jay. He gets it in there.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really gives the defense just another thing to worry about.
They're basically saying you're going to have to guard us at every point on the floor tonight if you're going to have any chance.
And it's Washington with the ball. The Nets making their last shot. For three, James drops in the three. James has got 5 now.
There is something special about a crisp, on-time, on-target passer. Mr. Halliburton, how you doing?
Doris, you look at this Washington team. They hit the reset button.
B.A., I am sure that's not an easy decision to make, but I believe it was the right move. Washington was kind of stuck at that play-in level. Now they have a clear focus and direction on the future. May take some time, but I like the plan.
Sarr misses.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Good! Another from 3.
And it's amazing to say he's almost second overall in career three-pointers.
And many of those are from way beyond the arc. This guy puts on a shooting display every night. Pass to James. Just 5 to shoot. Thomas, a screen on Doncic. Halliburton with the ball from behind the arc. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
The Wizards have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Temple, the pass to Thomas. Tries it from the block. Washington again can't hit. Brooklyn has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Pass to the dude. And he dunks it down.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Here's James, following the bucket by Brooklyn. Washington again can't hit.
With that much room around him, it's hard to imagine he could have gotten a better shot.
Pass to the dude. It's rebounded by Washington. They come into this one following a loss to Brooklyn.
If you can't match up on the boards, you are not going to win games. That's got to be a big lesson from that game.
I think if you get out-rebounded by that wide a margin, it speaks to a lack of energy and effort, and that's problematic.
And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. You look at the Magic, they've risen to 3rd in the latest power rankings, playing well as of late.
When I look at the Nets, they are steamrolling everyone as expected. Tons of talent, nice team chemistry. This is the team to beat this year.
Now here's Ingram. Pass to the dude. The 3. Sarr pulls it in. Sarr's got 4 rebounds now. Inside. And that one's good. Temple's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Are you serious? That is some power from a point guard.
Oh, I love backcourt players with some ups.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. He said one person we cannot overlook is Tyrese Halliburton. He said the guy has major impact on the game, even when he's not scoring, which he usually is. He sets the tempo for the team. He can defend, rebound, pass the ball. Kid's got it all. Guys?
As always, Allie, we thank you. Pass to the dude. Three-pointer. And it's Thomas with the rebound.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through. See if you can get an easy opportunity.
Here's Sarr. And Ingram with the block. Here's Barlow. Thomas defends. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Washington trailing. Halliburton, the pass to Thomas. Halliburton outside. Releases from the wing and drills it.
Halliburton, a huge part of this offense, which is why he has the confidence in these catch-and-shoot situations. No hesitation.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
And it's Temple missing.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Pass to the dude. Outside for Ingram. Ingram with a screen on James. Nice jump shot from the top of the key.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
And Halliburton has got the ball here for the Washington Wizards. Trailing by 2. Here's the pick. The three is up. Buries it from 3. Halliburton's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Well, it's been early in his career, but Tyrese Halliburton has proven to be extremely dangerous from range.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. The Nets have gone 7 of 16 so far. All right, Doris, where do you think Halliburton ranks among the NBA's best point guards?
Well, he's certainly, B.A., got to be near the top of the list. Number one, his vision is absolutely tremendous. He can create on the fly. As importantly to me, it's his spirit and presence, the joy he brings to the game.
Clock is at 3. For 3, Warren. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Another lead change. Give these teams credit. They're really fighting it out.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
And in the front end of the back-to-back, what's important?
Well, B.A., most coaches treat this one like a regular game. Try to win. Don't worry about minutes. Tomorrow, they may adjust the rotations a bit.
A superb scorer and a talented distributor. Tyrese Halliburton is exactly the type of point guard every team would love to have.
And Washington making a change here. Sarr's checked in. The dude's shot is off. Washington's gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Here's Temple. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Nets in Brooklyn.
And on top of everything else, he did a great job of helping control the boards at both ends. And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
It's his first trip to the line. Russell's checked in for Washington. And he makes both free throws.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Brooklyn trailing. Here's the dude. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Brooklyn shooting their first foul shot of the night. And the Wizards shooting about 47% during this first quarter. And here's Russell. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game. Wow, 8 lead changes in the first half. Unbelievable.
Yeah, both sides digging in for what looks like a war.
The dude. And he jams it home with authority.
Woo! When you finish like that, you deserve to brag.
Impressive, no question.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim. Okay.
And it's Temple missing. The Nets with the lead. The dude passes to Rivers. Here's the dude. Here's the three. Hits the trifecta. The dude's got 12 points in the game.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
They set the screen. To the paint. Here's Sar. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
So sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop. Humphries can't hit. And Washington with possession. Trailing by 2. Outside Russell. This one for 3. Rebounded by the Nets. They've been on a heater of late. 7 wins in a row.
Well, this is a basketball team that's really humming right now. And what you love is they're working together as a unit, which makes it fun to watch. What I'm curious about here is when teams start to adapt and take away their best strategy, how do they keep the streak going? Really, really interested to see how this plays out.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
Washington shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And that one misses. The Wizards making a switch here. And he's good on the second. 5 ticks left in the opening quarter. Stolen by Russell with 1 on the clock. That one no good. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. It's the Nets. They're up by 1. Both teams making some changes here. Here's Marion. Pass to Warren. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Wizards trail by 4. They've got Luka Doncic. And it's Humphries in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Halliburton for 3. Triple! Tyrese Halliburton.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Here's the dude. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists now in this one.
It's one of the best things about playing with Luka Doncic. He creates a lot of open looks.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, the dude, in their last time out against the Wizards, put on a show. He had 65 points, and he made an impact with his defense. His rebounding showed a lot of hustle. A virtuoso performance that will be remembered for a very long time. Brian?
And the only question now, how does he follow up that performance?
Yeah, each night comes with different challenges, and I'm sure their opponent has seen the film.
What you love about this guy, though, is even when the defense adjusts to what he's doing, he'll make an adjustment right back. He is always ready with a counter.
Puts up a 3. Humphries grabs the miss.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Marion passes to the dude. And there's the drive. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Pass to Blunt. And here's Halliburton. Halliburton punching in. And count it. Now 5 for 7. Nets leading by 3. Here's the dude. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
And Halliburton has got the ball here for Washington. Pass to Carrington. Back to Halliburton. Tyrese playing big in the painted area.
Tyrese Halliburton has it cooking, guys. He's created good offensive momentum, and he's keeping his foot on the gas pedal.
The dude gets the bucket. The dude's got 8 points here in the quarter.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
Here's Carrington. James outside. Here's Temple. Off target from outside. Brooklyn has gone 3 of 6 from outside in the second quarter. Doncic passes to the dude. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Now it's a 7-point Brooklyn lead.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Now here is James. He's got 7. Pass to Temple. Halliburton outside. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by the Nets. They defeated Washington in their last game.
And you know they had a great plan going into that one. And then made the right adjustments along the way.
I thought their game plan was really spot on, and we saw that in their scoring more than anything else.
Wizards trail by 7. Pass to James. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight. The first one falls, and Washington making a change here. Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line. Brooklyn leading by 6. Marion passes to Humphries. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more. There's 37 seconds left in the second. Pass to James. 5 to shoot. Doncic pulls down the board. Doncic has got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's the dude. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's Temple. He's got 12.
Come get it, come get it.
The 3 ball. The shot comes out, and the first half now in the books. It's the Nets. They're up by 8. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
I mean, it's pretty simple. More rebounds, more opportunities. Right now, they're getting crushed on the glass, Shaq.
From where I'm sitting. Fellas, what do you say we take a look now at the power rankings?
You know, right now for the...
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Wizards trail by 8. And so in the game for Washington, we've got Sarr. James is out there with Tyrese Halliburton. And it's Temple in at the 3 slot. Halliburton for 3. Pure from 3-point range. Halliburton's got 19 points.
He's so disciplined as a playmaker. Tyrese Halliburton sees what's happening. Is just going to take the opportunity.
Count it.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
Washington shooting the ball at 48% so far. Doris, you talk about a guy who forces you to play at his pace. That's Luka Doncic.
Oh, my goodness, B.A., there's no question. He's got tremendous patience. He's in complete command of the tempo of the game. But maybe my favorite aspect is how he manipulates the game to get defenders off balance.
Fires for three. And that bucket makes him 6 for 10 in the contest.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Sarr passes to James. Here's Temple. Launches it. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. Temple's got 15 points. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. For three, James. No good on the shot.
There's one principal reason why they're sitting on this lead. Rebounding.
Here's the dude. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
He's been a piece of the puzzle tonight, but it's a team effort. Everyone's contributing to this lead.
And this is his second attempt at the line tonight. All right, Doris, what do you think separates the good teams from the great teams in crunch time?
Boy, I think there's a lot of things, Brian, that separate that. Number one, can you execute on both ends when it's a clutch game? Can you absorb the pressure of a moment, understanding time and score, how to get a quality shot on every possession, how to string together multiple stops? Can you make shots under duress of great defense? There are so many things that differentiate between the good and the championship.
Rivers is checked in for Brooklyn. Nets leading by 10. Here's the dude. Here's Barlow. Sarr pulls it in.
They tried to stay perfect in the half, but 3 for 4 now.
Pass to Temple. Down low. Here's Halliburton. Rebounded by the Nets. Ingram's got his 5th rebound in this one. To the inside. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Brooklyn shooting their 6th and 7th free throw shots in the game. And several years ago, the NBA introduced the Supermax. How do you think it's worked out, Doris?
Yeah, I think every decision, Brian, that the league makes is trying to make sure that everybody has an equal opportunity for a championship. This particular implementation has made it easier for small market teams to retain their stars. And think about it. Even if someone signs it and then gets traded, at least those teams get an opportunity to get big draft capital. That's huge.
Nets leading by 9. Uses the glass on the layup. The dude's got 30.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Halliburton with the ball. He's got 21. No good from outside.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, the Wizards last season for the first time in a long time hitting the reset button. A losing record, no surprise, but they're trying to build something from the ground up. Enough of treading water in the middle, Brian. They're 45 straight seasons without hitting 50 wins, the longest such streak in NBA history.
Oof, not good there, Allie. Thank you. The 11-footer. The shot by James, no good.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Lets the 3 fly. Oh, he gets it to go. 7 of 13 now.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
The dude passes to Ingram. Here's the dude. Back to Ingram. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
Yeah, what stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
The other thing that's been impressive is really just relentless driving the basketball. Doesn't matter if the defense is there, they are challenging them and getting it done.
James outside. Halliburton looking over the floor. Oh, 2 physical points for Halliburton.
Boy, this guy has been terrific. The rest of the team, however, struggling.
Pass to the dude. Ingram against Thomas. Here's the dude. He's got 32 points. Clock at 4. Here's Rivers. Sinks the tray. Rivers has got 6.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays. One
thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Thomas. It doesn't go for him. Some solid defense from Ingram. Here's Rivers. Check by James. And they get it back. And he gets it to go off the front iron. Ingram's gotten 4 this quarter.
And this is exactly what he's capable of. He finds different ways to make an impact, this time on the offensive glass.
How about the hustle on display there? That kind of effort will earn respect from everyone. Well, that's his second 3 of the game. 1 in the first half, 1 here.
Here's the dude. Sarr pulls it in. Wizards trail by 14. Three-pointer, Halliburton. And as it goes out of bounds, Washington able to keep possession. And though it's early, let's take a look at the Cup standings.
Yeah, getting off to a hot start is really important in this tournament because there's so little margin for error.
The Wizards making a switch here. Brooklyn on D. They set the pick. Here's Carrington. And another miss by Washington. Brooklyn leading by 14. Here's the dude. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Offline with a 3. Wizards trail by 14. Pass to Temple. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Rivers. For Brooklyn, they've gone 8 of 13 in the second half. Now Warren fires the 3. He buries it from 3. Warren's got 6.
Well, that's a case where your teammates are showing trust in you, and he comes through with flying colors.
Here's Halliburton. It's rebounded by Rivers. Rivers has got 4 rebounds now. Here's the dude. Now the Wizards in transition. Here's Carrington. He's scoreless. Takes a 3. Kept alive. Thomas. That one goes in.
He got in excellent position, then takes it right back up.
Here's the dude. Lays it up and banks it in. The dude's got 34 points.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
Halliburton outside. He shoots it. And he hits the jumper for 2. He's got 25.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
The Wizards trail by 17. So for Washington, Carter comes in for Thomas. And Russell is subbed in for Temple. 1:27 left in the third. Now a timeout called by Washington.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
Ingram's checked in for Brooklyn. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Walsh is checked in. .125 left to play in the third. Pass to Carrington. Oh, there's the alley. Here's Marion. Here's the dude. Connects from downtown. The dude's got 39.
Yeah, he's been having his way this quarter, attacking the basket and protecting their lead.
Here's Walsh. 50 seconds left in the third quarter. Shot's good by Carrington.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Pass to Marion. The three. The dude's shot is off. The Wizards trail by 17. Here's Sarr. Here's Carter. Rebound Brooklyn. Ingram's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
Pass to the dude. Shot clock at 6. Second chance effort. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. He's made 3 of 4 free throw attempts in this game. Just 4 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Sarr. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. And it's the dude in it to 1. So that's the Nets 5. On the wing, Rivers. Pass to Marion. Back to Rivers. Just 5 on the clock. Here's the dude. The layup off target. James deciding where to go with it. And you look at the development of AI. How might it affect the league going forward, Doris?
I think there's so much to be learned, Brian, about that exact thing, whether we are talking about the league or whether we're talking about society to a greater extent. As it relates to the league, how will teams employ it for scouting? Does it impact shot selection or player contracts? Maybe even the negotiation of the next CBA. Truth is, we really don't know. What we do know, it's coming fast.
About 1 minute played here in the fourth quarter.
And with plenty of time left, that's his 4th foul. He needs to stay cognizant of that moving forward.
Brooklyn making a switch here. Doncic checked in. Pass to Walsh. Here's Carrington. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. 4 on the clock. James can't get it to go.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
The dude gets the bucket.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
James. Ooh, rejected by Doncic. Here's the dude. And rejected. And so it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. The Wizards making a switch here. Here's Temple. Pass to Halliburton. Puts it up. That's good on the jumper. Halliburton's got 13 in the second half.
Well, we know Tyrese Halliburton is first and foremost a shooter. This guy has put in a ton of work.
Drives to the hoop. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And Grant, while we want the officials to get it right, I'm sure the league would like to shorten that time officials are at the table.
Tell me about it. You wonder if a time limit should be instituted. If they can't figure it out after a minute or so, just go with how it was called on the floor.
So Brooklyn going with almost an entire new group here. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Washington has gone 4 of 8 from three-point land during the fourth. There's a screen. Releases. Rebounded by Ingram. Ingram's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Here's the dude, and he converts the layup. The dude's got 48.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness. Well, just tremendous composure on the interior. Read the defense, take advantage of the situation, and deliver.
Halliburton outside. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Ingram. A minute 37 left in the final quarter.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
From outside the arc. The dude's shot is off.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Nets.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And with this performance, they'll have claimed their 8th win of the year.
And that'll put a little extra meaning on their next game. No team wants to go 0 for 4 against an opponent, no matter who it is.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for the dude.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
Three-pointer, Halliburton. Rebound, Brooklyn.
When you're not in rhythm with the three ball, why do you keep firing from there?
The dude's shot is off. Here's Washington now. Now Halliburton. The shot's good on the assist by James. Halliburton's got 31. The dude passes to Warren. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. The dude gets the bucket.
With very little left on the clock, they've got a comfortable lead, and the fans are loving it.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
Pass to Temple. Launches a three. Nails it from 3.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
So we see the Nets taking the W here. And with tonight's
That's what I'm talking about.
Tonight should be easy work.
Let's keep this winning streak going.
Welcome to 2K Sports Live Saturday night coverage of the NBA. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. They've got Ingram, the dude out there with Luka Doncic, and it's Humphries in at the power forward. And for the Hornets, they've got Jamison, and it's Klein in at the one spot. And with a few games in the books, Greg, what's the key for coaches during this part of the season?
And Kevin, if I were a head coach, I'd be trying to nail down my best five. NBA games are mostly decided in that final 3 or 4 minutes. So I want to know who I can trust when it matters most.
He'll be the Nets off the tip. Pass to the dude. Shot clock at 5. They set the pick. Off target from three-point range. Here's Klein. Outside for Jamison. Pass to Jamison. Outside, Jamison. Bolden passes to Moore. Shoots. Bolden can't get it to go. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Nets. A fantastic stretch this group has strung together. 8 wins and counting.
Just playing really solid basketball right now. They're trusting each other more out there and attacking as a group. They're a fist, not individual fingers, which has made them tough to beat.
And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Pass to Moore. And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. The dude misses.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Here's Klein. His last outing, 16 points for him. Back to Jamison. And the slam dunk by Jamison.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg. into his bag of tricks there.
Boy, I'd love to get a replay on that one. Let's keep it handy so we can see it again.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
The 3. Can't hit that one. The Nets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Humphries kicks to Doncic. Pass to the dude. Here's Trichet. And this is the chippy right there.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Here's Klein.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
And so the ball's out of bounds. Ingram touched it last.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
There's Jamison. Again, the Hornets score.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Hornets have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Over to the left wing. Jamison. And he's good on the 3-ball. Jamison's got 5 now.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter's feel, but not who you want to leave open.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Here's the dude. Jamison covering. The dude passes to Doncic. That's tipped. Here's Klein. Offline with his 3. Nets trail by 3. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Charlotte's head coach gave me a few minutes to catch up. Undoubtedly, their defensive focus is trying to limit Luka Doncic. Coach told me Luka is a great player who impacts the game on so many levels. No one has been able to shut him down. We just need to play with physicality and make him work for everything. We'll see how they handle one of the toughest matchups in the NBA. Guys?
Thank you, David. Here he goes. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
The Nets have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Good! Another from 3.
And it's amazing to say he's almost second overall in career 3-pointers.
And many of those are from way beyond the arc. This guy puts on a shooting display every single night. Here's Bolden. It's blocked. And he gets it back. No good again that time.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And Clark, it's hard to compare Luka Doncic to any other player we've seen before.
I would certainly agree with that. Ditto to that, Kevin, because he is unique. His pace is never hurried. He never gets rattled. He complains to officials a little bit more than I like to see, but he's strong. He's got great touch and feel, and he scores at all 3 levels, and he's a brilliant passer.
That free throw good from Doncic. And really, Clark, Luka Doncic is a one-man wrecking crew on the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, he really is. I mean, he's special. His IQ, his size, the way he can make shots against tough defense. He's got the lean back. He's got the crafty moves. And I think he's a lot stronger and a little more athletic than people give him credit for being. I mean, without a doubt, he's one of the most unique and best players that we've seen in the game. You know, one of the things I like about watching Doncic is the pace he plays at. You're not going to speed him up. He plays at his pace, the pace he dictates.
Here's Bolden. Still yet to score.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
Here's the dude on the wing, Doncic. Pass to the dude. And there's the drive, and he jams it with authority.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. And Brooklyn making a change here. Marion's checked in. With a pause in the action, let's show you the teams that were best from the line last season. Fifth best, the Nets.
Collectively, I mean, they had an amazing year at the free throw line. Sometimes free throw shooting can be contagious, and it seemed like everyone on their team had the hot hand.
Here's Bolden. His last outing, 16 points for him. Good.
Certainly wasn't an ideal start for him, but now he's got a bucket to build on.
Here's the dude. Jamison covering, and that one's good. The dude.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Pass to Jamison. Here's Klein. Six on the shot clock. Here's Bolden. The rebound by the Nets.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Humphries with the bucket.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Here's Klein. Nothing on the board. Puts up a three. Good on the triple.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this scene.
Nets leading by 6. Marion passes to the dude. On the wing, Marion. Rebound by Jamison.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Pass to Klein. Launches it from deep. Takes a three. Rebound, Brooklyn. The dude's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Hornets trail by 8. Outside, Jamison. We've got 1:55 left to play in the first.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
Kept alive. Pass to Rivers. Here's the dude. Back to Marion. Second shot opportunity. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Here's Dillingham. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Marion. Pass to the dude. No good on the three. .55 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And the Hornets miss again.
That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
Inside. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Now here's Jamison. 23 points his last outing. George with the screen on Rivers. Dillingham, no good.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Here's the dude. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game. Buries it from three-point range.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
The Hornets shooting their first free throws here tonight. And he makes the first. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's the dude. He gets it up. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets. 13 points up at the end of the period. Their defense has... And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
So far in this one, guys, it's been the shooting, in particular from mid-range. That has been huge for them.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
They've got Dillingham. Johnson is out there with Filipowski. Then it's George. And it's Klein in at the point. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, the dude in the last outing against Washington was a man on a mission. He scored 54 points and capitalized from the perimeter, making a few threes. Incredible effort on his part. We'll see if tonight means more of the same. Kevin?
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Pass to Klein. There's a screen. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. With the rise of positionless basketball, Clark, this has to be the most difficult era to be a center.
I would not disagree with that, quite honestly. I mean, they're asked to do a lot. I mean, if they're not...
Calls timeout, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Well, in that one, you could pretty much see the writing on the wall. Their performance was lackluster at best.
Yeah, they looked distracted, far off, distant. I mean, it seemed like their heart wasn't in it to try to win that game.
Here's the dude, Jamison covering. Clock at 6. Pass to the dude. Here's Barlow. No good with the triple.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And here's Jamison to the inside. Jamison. Here's Bolden. Wants to get it to Jamison and does. The baseline J off the mark. Nets leading by 20. Down low, here's Warren. Bolden pulls it in. Bolden's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Teagues. And the jumper is on the mark.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Count it, good. 16 points for the dude.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Outside, Jamison. There's 1:38 left to play here in the second quarter. The three. The rebound by the Nets. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
Well, it really showed the trust they have in one another. I love how they got after it, and you could feel that they were playing for each other.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free, and they've done exactly that, made them pay.
Dillingham's checked in for the Hornets. Pass to Rivers. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Got that bucket in no time at all. The Dude's got 7 points here in this quarter.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Here's Dillingham. He's guarded by Rivers. 55 seconds left in the first half of the game. Dillingham, no good.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
The Dude passes to Warren. Here's the Dude. To the paint. Here's Barlow. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The Nets have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
And you can't take those numbers lightly, fellas. I mean, their free throw shooting made a difference for them in a lot of their games last season.
The first one falls.
And guys, this is the formula for winning basketball. Get to the line and bury your free throws. Their percentage right now is terrific.
He's off on the second. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Pass to Jamison. They need this. It's blocked. Here's the Dude. He's got 21, and he converts the layup. The Dude's got 9 points in the quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close a quarter.
Talk about lifting up a team and energizing them at the end of a quarter. A three at the buzzer, that'll do it.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Brooklyn ahead, running away with it. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center.
Hello, everybody. We're here to break it all down, and through the first half of play, it's a very commanding lead for the Brooklyn Nets.
They know how to draw whistles. They're attacking, but being smart about it.
This is what you do when you play a team that has no discipline. You go right at them, make them self-destruct.
Now it's time to check in on how the Rookie of the Year race is shaping up.
Some great options in there. In fact, these guys might compete for all-star spots for the next few years.
That's a big leap, Kenny. One or two of them, maybe, but most guys don't ever get to that level.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Nice game. Great performance by the dude.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often. But in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
Charlotte shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. They've got Ingram. Luka Doncic out there with the dude. And it's Humphries in at the 4 slot.
And, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Here's the screen. Pass to Doncic. Shot clock at 6. Now here is Humphries. Off target from outside. Here's Klein. And here's Jamison. Here's Klein. Now Jamison. Jamison, the pass to Jamison. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Driving inside. Count the basket. 25 points for the dude.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Klein. 5 points in the game. Outside, Jamison. Out to the wing. Here's Jamison. Buries the 20-footer. Jamison's got 10 points in the game. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Here's the dude. Goes back up. Doncic outside. 5 on the clock. And another shot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
He misses the free throw. Charlotte making a switch here. Dillingham's checked in. He hits the second from the line. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Jacks up a 3. Drops in the tray. 7 points in the game.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Here's the dude. Jamison covering. Here's the screen. A nice shot by Doncic.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Pass to Klein. Back to Jamison. Here's Bolden, covered by Humphries. Here's Klein. Brooklyn with the rebound.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Dillingham. And here we go. And laid in to finish the break. Dillingham's got his third basket of the night right there.
every team looking to get easy ones in transition.
I think one of the best ways, guys, to score in transition is that quick hitter after the first burst.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
To the middle, here's Moore, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Perfect dime drop that time. Nice execution of the bounce pass.
Here's the dude, and they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Outside, Jamison. Pass to Moore. He gets that one. Moore's got 8 points.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
Here's the dude, and he has 28 points for the game. Drills the three-pointer.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
Dillingham with it. There's the triple. Nice D from Doncic.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively, and he's been absolutely relentless.
Charlotte's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And there's a whistle. There's a foul. That's going to go on the dude. That is his first foul of the game. Filipowski, he's checked in for Charlotte. Marion, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Here's Klein. He has 5. Now Dillingham. Pass to Moore. Here's Dillingham. Clock at 4. And the Hornets miss again.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Back to Marion. Now here's Ingram. Here's the dude. 33 points for him. Pass to Humphries. Ingram right side. Humphries, the pass to Ingram. Beyond the arc. Filipowski grabs the board. Hornets have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. For the NBA, content continues to be king. Commissioner Adam Silver says the biggest issue for streaming services is what's called churn. To cancel is just a click. So it's more pay for play these days. We have to focus on people staying with you and having great content throughout the year. Kevin?
Yeah, you know, he's doing a great job, isn't he, David? Thank you so much. Dillingham wide open, and he fires off the mark, and the drought continues.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Marion passes to Doncic. Pass to the dude. An easy 2 points on the layup. The dude's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Well, you got to be in awe of what he's doing this quarter, actually destroying the opponent.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Moore's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Dillingham with it. He's got 9. Well, let's take a look at last year's top scorers. And you look at the dude leading the league in points per game. Such a great player.
And he's not going to forget that season anytime soon. And it's safe to say neither will anyone who watched him.
And that one falls for Dillingham. Regarding court layout, Clark, do you think there should be more space around the court to reduce collisions?
Yeah, part of me would say that makes a lot of sense and would be prudent. I mean, you've got to balance that with access to fans who want to be for those premium seats as close to the action as possible. But it is difficult when you see a fan collide with the players. So I think you balance it. I would like to see a little more room, give the fans the experience and access, but maybe create a little more cushion between the playing surface and those high-priced seats.
Here's Teagues. Charlotte no good that time either. The Nets have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. Pass to Warren to the left side wing. And that one's good. The dude's got 37.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Johnson can't hit. And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for the Nets. Here's the dude. Back to Rivers. Here's Barlow. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Barlow's got 5 now.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Pass to Dillingham. From downtown. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Dillingham's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Hornets. Marion dishes to Warren. From deep. The shot, no good. For Charlotte, they've gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Stolen by Warren. The dude passes to Barlow. Outside Warren. Rivers with it, and it's Jamison picking him up. 6 to shoot. The dude passes to Warren. Lets it go. Rebound by Jamison. Jamison's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. 3-pointer. And another 3 for Charlotte.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Here's the dude. 37 points for him. Here's Rivers. The 15-footer. Good. Rivers has got his first bucket of the night.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
It could go. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Brooklyn ahead, running away with this one. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today. It's Hornets shooting the pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. They've got Jamison, and it's Klein in at the point guard. So that's the Hornets 5. Here's Bolden. He's covered by Warren. Shoots a fader. Bolden can't get it to go. Nets have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. Charlotte shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. And the slam dunk by Jamison.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk.
Guys, I tell you, there are assists, and then there are delicious dimes. This was the latter.
Here's Charlotte now. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Nuggets at Ball Arena in Denver. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Here's Bolden. He's covered by Warren. Shot clock at 6. Marion against Jamison. The rebound by the Nets. Ingram's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's the dude. Powered down with both hands.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And it's the Hornets ball. Here's Klein. That three off the mark.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Guys, it's a one-man show out there. I mean, he looks like he's willing to handle all of the offensive duties for his team.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Rivers scanning the floor. Pass to the dude. Hits it from three-point range. The dude's got 9 points now in the quarter. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Nets.
A high-effort brand of defense has been paying off for them in this one. They've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
And, Greg, everyone loves talking trades. Future first-round picks have been moved quite a bit of late, and that's been kind of interesting.
And, Kevin, a lot of teams that don't control any of their future first-round picks. With so much pressure to win now, GMs are willing to use draft assets.
They're really on their heels at this point.
Yeah, on both ends of the floor, Kevin. They've lost some confidence along the way.
1:25 left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Klein. To the inside. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Brooklyn.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And in what should be an exciting 4-game season series between these two teams, they have to feel great about taking this first one against Charlotte.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for the dude.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
And it's the Hornets with the ball. There's 53 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Pass to Jamison. And he lobs it up. And the slam dunk by Jamison.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Rivers with it. Stolen by Jamison. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And it's off the back rim. No good. Well, this one is winding down now. Brooklyn can watch the clock run out. Driving the lane.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback? Diminished.
Here's the dude. Pass to Ingram. Here's the dude. And it falls. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. So long and good night, everyone.
That's right, MP. They can't stop you. Throw them buffs on them, P. We're in the D. MP, you got that look in your eye tonight.
Hi, everyone. What a great night for some hoops. With a little more on the line, it's the NBA Cup, and it's in full swing. This is Brian Anderson, Stan Van Gundy, and Grant Hill here with me. And in a few moments, we'll hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce. And the starting lineup for the Nets. They've got Luka Doncic, and it's Ingram in at the 5 down low. And for the Pistons, they've got Cunningham, and it's Buchanan in at the power forward spot. Well, Coach, we're still very early in the NBA season. When you were coaching, what was your focus around this time?
Early in the season, Brian, really in the entire season, but especially early, you just want to try to be getting better every single night, making the corrections from one night to the next, and just keep growing as a team.
Here we go. So the Pistons will get the first possession. To the middle. Here's Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
And solid pass from Cunningham. He has a good understanding for when the defense has overcommitted.
The dude gets the bucket.
Nice way to start the game. That's where you'd like to get your shots from.
And here are the Pistons. Thompson with a screen. There's Cunningham with a 3. Sinks it from distance.
A pretty big component of Cunningham's game. He knows how to produce from the arc.
The dude's shot is off. Here's Cheatham. Last game for him, he had 14. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Asar Thompson. That's his first foul.
Not exactly how you want to dive into the game. picks up his first foul right off the bat.
And we're about a minute into the first. To the right side. Barlow passes to Ingram. Here's the dude. Banked it in off the glass.
What a display of skill. The defense was solid, but he finds a way.
The Pistons on offense. They're getting their first look of the season at Brooklyn in this one.
And this squad bumped them out of the playoffs in the first round last year. That hurts a little bit.
Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
Well, Coach, it's been discussed a lot, but the Detroit Pistons set a record in 2023 that no one wants to match.
Well, that's for sure, B.A. No franchise wants to suffer through a 28-game losing streak. They thought that team had potential, but they just never found their footing early on, and then things just snowballed on them.
Here's Buchanan. Pass to Cheatham. There's the triple. Barlow grabs a miss. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Will Hardy. I asked him if he thinks anyone has a better feel for the game than Luka Doncic, and he told me, I don't want to get into a comparison, but what I can say is that he controls the pace like no one else. You can't speed him up, you can't slow him down. Guys?
And Allie, thank you for that. Let's see how last year's top scorers stack up on the 2K leaderboard. The fourth spot held by Cade Cunningham.
This is a guy who never took a night off. You look at his numbers and you know that he put in a tremendous effort every single game.
The Pistons have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Cheatham passes to Thompson. To the inside. Here's Cunningham. Count the basket. Cunningham's got 5.
And getting up close and personal, Cunningham knows he can get his shot to go inside.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Here's the dude, defended by Thompson. Outside Ingram. Here's the dude. That misses. Had a chance to tie it. The Pistons lead by 3. Pass to Cheatham. Back to Cunningham. And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. No good with a layup. The dude passes to Barlow. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Here's Buchanan.
Right here.
Back to Cunningham. He takes it in. Shot clock at 5. Stan, the top pick in the 2021 draft, Cade Cunningham. He's made major strides the last couple of years, but what have you seen from him?
Well, he's a big guard who can both score and create shots for his teammates. I think this guy is a winner.
And make no mistake, Cade Cunningham is the engine of this team, Grant.
Man, his vision and playmaking are crucial to the offense. Coach trusts him to make the right reads and set up his teammates. He has cut down on mistakes and is rounding into an elite point guard.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throws of this game. The first free throw is good. So he gets them both.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Pass to Cheatham. Here's Price. His last outing, we saw him score 22. The 3 from Thompson. Brooklyn pulls it in. They've been playing excellent team basketball. 9 wins in a row.
Well, I think they've found something. I like how they're executing. They're playing with a lot of energy. We'll see if they can keep it going.
The Pistons have gone 3 of 8 so far. Pass to Cunningham. Back to Thompson. With the floater. There's the block. The open shot. Doncic gets an open look and hits it.
And give Luka the ball, and you know what happens next. Instantly, he finds the shot.
Here's Cheatham out to the wing. Pass to Cunningham. Lets it go from the wing. Uses the glass to drop it in. Cunningham's got his third bucket of the night. Brooklyn trailing. The Dude passes to Barlow. Here's the Dude. It goes. He's made 3 shots in 6 attempts.
Impressive. I mean, challenging at the rim against length. You just have to love the aggressiveness.
Yeah, showing absolutely zero.
Oh, okay.
Oh, my gosh.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Detroit. And it's going to be out of bounds. Detroit will have another go. Pass to Buchanan. Here's Cheatham. And here is Thompson. 3-pointer. The Dude with the rebound.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
And stolen by Cunningham. Now here's Thompson. Here's Buchanan. No points so far. Cunningham on the wing. The 3 is up. Barlow grabs a miss. The Nets have gotten 50% of their shots to fall so far. They're 5 of 10. Tries the hook. The Dude. Nope, that doesn't drop. He's now 3 for 8 in the contest.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Here's Cheatham. Right wing. Oh, from deep. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Well, that's a terrific kick-out pass. When the defense collapses like that on the inside, you've got open people outside.
So both teams changing it up here. Nets trail by 4. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Inside. Here's Humphries. And it's good. 2 points. Well, Detroit's shooting around 40% early on here. Here's Perkins. Fires it. Rebounded by Marion.
More often than not, he'll cash it in from that area. The defense might have done just enough to bother him.
Pass to Rivers. Here's Humphries. Here's the Dude, defended by Thompson. Here's the Dude.
And great job to establish position and square up. You know, when you're trailing, you can't afford mistakes. And he's made...
On the court right now, second quarter for the Nets. They've got Luka Doncic, and it's Marion in at the small forward. The Pistons leading. Ivy passes to Fisher. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a 3-point play. That one on Doncic. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
You know, another thing that has impressed me has been their numbers of points in the paint, just dominating down there. They're just getting whatever shot they want in close.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, the Dude in their last time out against the Hornets was outstanding. He added 55 points and hit a high percentage from the floor and from the line. And really, it's a game that will stand out when you look at his career, considering how absurd some of those numbers are. Guys?
Great report there, Allie. It was obvious he could do anything he wanted. A fantastic win.
Well, I'll tell you, he was enjoying himself out there, kind of like us here in the broadcast booth. And whoever was matched up against him wasn't enjoying themselves.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun. especially when you have it going like he did.
Now here's Ivy. 17 points in his last outing. Here's Perkins. Oh, blocked by Ingram. And here's Ivy from the arc. Again, the miss by the Pistons. The Nets have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Here's Marion. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, partner.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, four, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
That one's off. And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Pass to Fisher. Here's Perkins. Ivy outside. Fires from deep. Sends it home from three-point land. And the Pistons lead by 2.
Yeah, well, Ivy is working towards being a consistent three-point scorer, and the results speak for themselves.
Here's the dude. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. He was unstoppable.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Detroit. Pass to Ivy from the arc. And Detroit another 3.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
And with this pause, a check on the stats to show you which teams led the league in assists last year. Brooklyn, number 1. 5th, Detroit.
During last season, both of these teams were just unselfish, piling up the assist.
Here's Perkins. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. Now it's a 5-point Pistons lead.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
The dude's shot is off. Detroit has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Oh, wasted no time on that one. Cunningham's got 11.
Man, that right there gives you a sense of just how quick Cunningham really is.
Tipped. They need this. In deep. Ingram drops it in. So it's Detroit now. To the paint. Here's Cunningham. Blocked! Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And a look now at the Detroit Pistons' upcoming schedule. On Tuesday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Orlando, going up against the Magic. And then on Wednesday, they're off to Boston to face off with the Celtics.
And for that game against the Heat, that's one that could easily go either way. A few mistakes could be the difference. I expect it to be a fun one.
Good on the second one. Detroit leading by 4. From deep. Cunningham can't get that one to fall.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Here's Doncic. Pass to the dude. Here's Barlow. 6 on the shot clock. The Nets need to get off a shot here. Here's the dude. The rebound by Detroit. Cunningham's got his 6th rebound on the night. Down low. Here's Price. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
It's good. He's got 17.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
To the middle. Price, the pass to Cunningham. Oh, great D that time from Doncic.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
Pass to the dude. Here's Barlow. From downtown, and again for 3.
And it's amazing to say he's almost second overall in career three-pointers.
And many of those are from way beyond the arc. This guy puts on a shooting display every night.
The ferocious finish. Love watching Cunningham use his size and athleticism on the drive.
The dude's shot is off.
Oh, you gotta finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
The shot by Perkins, no good. Nets trail by 3. Here's the dude. 17 points in the game. Ingram. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
The Pistons have gotten 7 of 15 shots here in the second quarter. Back to Cunningham. Pass to Perkins. From 18 feet away, Brooklyn pulls it in. Ingram's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Yeah, and they hold the lead in spite of his cold shooting night. He has not been able to get it going.
Detroit has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. And Ivy gets it to go on the assist by Cunningham. Cunningham's got 4 assists now tonight. Here's the dude, and he drives in. The rebound by Detroit. They come into this one having outplayed the Grizzlies last time.
Yeah, they connected from outside all game, and the defense had absolutely no answer for it.
Well, they shot it well because of how selfless they were. You need that kind of chemistry and cohesion on the road. Well, anytime you can get a good look close in like that, it's always your best option.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. A minute 50 left in the first half of this one. Thompson with it. And, Coach, how about the Thompson twins making their impact felt in the 2023 draft?
Yeah, Brian, we've seen twins in the NBA before, albeit not very often. But these two made history that draft day, becoming the first pair of twins to be selected in the top 5 of the same draft.
Rivers' shot is off.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Here's Perkins. Brooklyn pulls it in.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
Takes it inside, and a two-handed jam!
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
So it's Brooklyn now. 4-point game. And after this one, they're at home against Philadelphia. That'll be the first of 2 games on their home court.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. Pass to Buchanan. There's 42 seconds left in the half. Here's Perkins. The 3 from Thompson. It's rebounded by Rivers. Here's the dude. 23 points in the game. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the half. It's Warren on the wing to the paint. 6 to shoot. The dude passes to Warren. Knocks down the long J. And it's a 9-point Nets lead. Here's Perkins. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And so it's Brooklyn. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
Several teams wrestling for position there. I know wrestling is an arena you have some experience in, Shaq.
Absolutely. I remain undefeated as a wrestler. Just don't check the tape.
But hope you're better in the ring.
And now, time to talk about this game. What a solid start for the Brooklyn Nets.
I love their game plan. Work the rock inside until someone stops it.
It's a simple, direct strategy, Shaq. And when you can pull it off, it gives you a multitude of options offensively.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Brooklyn leading by 9. We've got Asar Thompson, and it's Buchanan in at the 4 slot. That's the group for Detroit right now. The dude. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. We'll stand in this league. The opportunity always exists to make a name for yourself.
It certainly does, Brian. And guys that maybe haven't gotten their opportunity, if they're ready when they get it, then they're going to burst onto the scene, and they'll no longer be under the radar guys. Look at a guy like Jalen Brunson, 2nd-round pick, bench guy in Dallas for a long time, and then now an all-star.
It's deflected.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
No good. Thompson with some nice D. Pistons trail by 11. Driving in, and the slam dunk by Thompson.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. The dude's shot is off. And Detroit is shooting 35% so far in this one. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Here's Cheatham. Give him 8 points now.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Here's the dude. Thompson with some nice D.
Well, halftime is supposed to be for adjustments. I'm sure this isn't what they had in mind.
The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. Cunningham's got 5 assists in the game.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
And that one's good.
All right, they got one on the board in the second half. Now you want to see more shots start to drop.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. With the drive, it falls. 5 for 11 in the game.
Yeah, he's been able to turn it around after a rough first half. He's now looking much better offensively.
And always interesting to look back at last season. These were the NBA's best transition teams. Brooklyn, number 1.
If this team had a chance to push it last season, they did. The best fast break team in the league.
Here's the dude. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. The dude's got 29 points.
He's their go-to. They keep calling his number, and he delivers.
Thompson outside. Here's Cheatham, guarded by Doncic. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That one on Doncic. And he knocks down the first one. Both shots good from the strike. Brooklyn leading by 6. The dude passes to Barlow. Here's the dude. He's had 6 attempts at the line. He's made 5 of them. First one falls for him. And that's good as he hits both shots.
And man, looking good from the line so far this half.
Cunningham looking it over. Here's Cheatham. 10 points for him. There's the 3. Nice work beyond the arc by Cunningham.
Measuring that corner triple very well. I like seeing Cunningham bury these types of shots.
The dude gets the bucket. The dude's got 10 points in the quarter.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Thompson right side. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Here's the dude. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. He's been punishing them at the line in this one, going 7 for 8. And that one misses. Pistons trail by 7. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Here's Cheatham. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the 3-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3.
Ooh, good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
Stan, you're the son of a coach. Your dad was a great coach at the collegiate level. What was the best advice you ever received from him?
Well, Brian, the one that has always stuck with me is he told me in my first season, if you think you've got all the answers, it's only because you don't know all the questions. And I think that's true in everything, not just basketball. Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Here's Price. Pass to Thompson. 4-3. Rebounded by Ingram. Ingram's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's the dude. And the ball out of play. The Pistons will have it. And here's Cunningham. He's got 16. And again, no good by Detroit. Brooklyn leading by 6. Jacks up a 3. Price pulls it in. The Pistons have gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
The dude passes to Doncic. Takes the 3. The Luka 3. Money.
Encouraging to see Doncic sink the 3. Needs to keep doing this now.
Thompson outside. Pass to Price. Here's Cheatham. Just 4 to shoot. To halt the run. And the three-pointer goes. Cheatham's got 8 points in the quarter.
When you get faced up at one end, you want to get it back at the other.
A bit of a duel going on between them. Came down the floor looking for immediate payback.
The shot by Ingram, no good. Pistons trail by 8. Perkins, the pass to Cunningham. And the Pistons, another 3.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Pass to Perkins. Fires the 3. Barlow grabs a miss. Barlow's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. And the layup is good off the glass. 7 points in the game.
Just what they wanted from that possession. A quality look in tight.
Back to Cunningham. Let's go with a 3. Brooklyn pulls it in. Ingram's got rebound number 11. Barlow passes to the dude. And no good, trying to use the glass.
Now there's your rim protection. That's how you defend the post.
Yeah, that's an outstanding defensive stand in close.
The offensive rebound.
Incredible work right there on the glass. Just doing all he can to extend that lead.
Hey, once you got him on the ropes, keep swinging away.
Yeah, this is the spot where coaches want you to be relentless. Don't even give them a glimpse of hope.
He can't get that one to fall.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Yeah, more points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
Cheatham, the shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 6th assist of the night.
That's his 3rd triple of the night, his 2nd since halftime.
To the left wing. Pass to the dude. Doncic up top. Give him 8. Good on the bucket. Doncic has got 5 points now this quarter.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
A minute 39 left in the third quarter. Back to Ross. Pass to Cheatham. Ivy outside for 3. Rebounded by the Nets. The dude's got 5 rebounds in the game.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Back to Rivers. To the inside. Here's Marion. Oh, trying his luck from deep. The 3. Fires in the triple. Rivers has got 7.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Now Ivy. Give him 8. 5 on the clock. Steps back and shoots. Brooklyn pulls it in. 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's the dude. Count it. Good. The dude's got 41.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Here's Perkins. Left side, Ross. Knocks down the triple. There's 6 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Here's the dude. Ooh, what a play. Just palms the block. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. How about the way they've... And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammate.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court for the Nets as we get the fourth quarter going. And it's the dude in at the point. Pass to Cunningham. Blocked! And it's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
Three on the clock. Here's Perkins. No good there. That would have cut it to single digits.
And right now they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Pass to the dude. Over to the left wing. Here's Humphries. Now here's Warren. The dude passes to Warren. Hey, expanding his range. And it's Perkins with a rebound. Perkins has got 5 rebounds tonight. On the wing, Ivy. The 3 is up. And again, no good by Detroit. Nets leading by 12. Over to the wing. Fires the 3. On target from range. The dude's got 44.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
It's Cunningham with a drive. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
I mean, he does everything on the floor. Cunningham always with max effort.
The dude. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy just never lets up.
Yeah, they're not pulling any punches here. Even the guards are attacking the basket.
And it's Cunningham missing. Brooklyn has gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. Here's the dude. Uses the glass to finish the layup. The dude's got 48.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
Cunningham, right side. Got a hand on it, and he's able to get it back. Brooklyn has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
They're really shooting better from the free throw line since halftime. That's a big plus if you're... All
right, MP. Let's close this one out. Play smart.
Here's Price. Pass to Buchanan. Cunningham outside. Stan, you've always been known as the style police. We're used to seeing the home team in white, but you look around the league now, there's a lot more variety.
Yeah, and that's before you even get to the neon shoes some of these guys are wearing. The NBA palette, Brian, has gotten a lot more adventurous.
Pass to the dude. Shot clock at 5. It's rebounded by Buchanan. Buchanan's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Cheatham passes to Cunningham. Gets the 3 ball to go. Cunningham's got 34.
And look at the lack of hesitation. Cade gets the ball and is confident he can make the shot.
Brooklyn leading by 17. Here's the dude. Price pulls it in. Price has got his 5th rebound in this one. Takes the 3. And the basket by Cheatham. 22 points for him.
They're improving, but still find themselves behind.
Yeah, it'll take time. They need to keep stringing together positive possessions. And defensively, they need stops.
The dude gets the bucket.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
Pistons trail by 16. Here's Cheatham. Pass to Cunningham. Here's Price. Covered by Ingram. And he's going for the oop here. 1:14 left in the 4th quarter.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Nets.
Boy, this was one physical game, guys.
They obviously felt that was an advantage of theirs coming in, and they were able to be relentless inside as a result.
And with this one, they go double digits in the win column.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next 2 times these squads meet.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for the dude.
So impressed with his performance today. He was confident, he was composed, and the defense just didn't know how to adjust.
Brooklyn has gotten 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the 4th. Here's the dude. Another one goes. Incredible.
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. 43 seconds left in the 4th. And here's Ivy from the arc. The shot no good.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's the dude. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on him.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Yeah, what a dish right there. I mean, Ivy anticipated the open man and executed.
Here's the dude. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes a first. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And it's Detroit with the ball. Knocks it loose. Fast break, Brooklyn. Ahead. Here's Rivers. And he makes it on the layup.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
So we see the Nets taking the W here. That win brings them to a 3-0 start for the group play stage of the NBA Cup.
And now they're focused on getting a clean sweep over their group before moving on to knockout rounds.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. With Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Right, MP. They can't stop you.
Visualize a win tonight. Then go out and take it.
Let's head over to my team for some triple threat online action with our 2K TV award winner, E-Bands.
Ready, MP.